Hi, Danny Murphy, Murphy's Law Breaker, here to talk to you today a little bit about how to tell jokes, especially the importance of practicing your jokes before going public with them. People watch late night TV, people like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, and or Kevin Hart, whoever, Chappelle, and they watch shows like that and they think, oh, well, if those guys can tell that joke, so can I. Not necessarily so. The thing is that those guys all have told hundreds of thousands of jokes, and they really know what they're doing. It takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of rehearsal to really get a joke right if you're not a professional the way they are. And what I suggest is to first you have to make sure that you know the joke, all the words to it, all the ideas, so that you don't get to the middle of it and think, oh, did I forget a detail? And is that detail critical to the punchline? Will this joke make any sense if that detail isn't there in place? It's an embarrassing thing to happen when you're trying to tell a joke and you get there and you say, oh, I need to, what was next? You know, that sort of thing. It's just not good. So be sure that you know all the words to the joke, all the ideas, and then when you have that down, practice the joke a couple times in front of a mirror. See if you like the way you're coming across yourself, and once you're comfortable with the way you're telling the joke, then you can go public, maybe with a family member or a few friends or whatever, and see how they react to it, and pay attention to how they react to it, because you want to see where the laughs are, you want to see what works best, and you try different things with the joke to see what works best. I'll give you an example here. One of the jokes I started off with when I was doing stand-up was this one. And I'm going to say it flat first and then do the way it came out after I practiced it a little bit. I read in the news that intelligence is now considered a key element for sex appeal. It really did take a genius to figure that out. Okay, it's a funny joke, it's a good joke, the words are good, the ideas are good, but it needed to be punched up a little bit. And the way I did that was by checking it out on a workshop I used to go to, and I told it, and I told it a couple different ways, and I came up with this. I read in the news that intelligence is now considered one of the key elements for sex appeal. It really did take a genius to figure that out. So you can see that I punched up the word genius especially, and I punched up a couple other words to juice up the joke a little bit and make it better. The way I got there was by practicing. First in front of a mirror, then with a few people, then in front of an audience. And it worked out. That was a joke that worked pretty well for me consistently.